Okay, my name is Josh Mcclain. I am a new gospel artist in the Mississippi area. I actually moved here about a couple years ago, and I love what I do, and I have a vision for what I do. A lot of times, if you want to do something in life, you have to have a vision for it. A lot of times, people, I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and she wanted to open up this reading literacy program, and to help the community with reading programs. They're trying to show our children how to read. Because so many kids right now have a problem with knowing how to read. You know, I have children right now. I have my two girls, Angel and Naya. They're smart, but they kind of have little things with reading and stuff like that. So, and I was telling her this morning, I said we have to have a vision in mind. And she said, "Well, Josh, why does this keep coming back to me? I put it down so long." I said, "Mom," I said, the thing is that the Bible says, write the vision and make it plain, that they may run and not faint. Though the vision is only for a while. So a lot of times it's a process in everything that you go through. You know, a lot of times you don't go through the process. You know, so sometimes it takes a time to get your dream to going, to fulfill what you're trying to do. But it's a process, so it don't happen overnight. So I was like, now, but if you get people behind you that can speak life into your vision, then it speaks to your vision. Okay? So, like I said, it's a short testimony. I am from Grenada, Mississippi. Me and my wife and my two girls, I used to do a lot of community work in the Grenada, Mississippi area. We did concerts on the street corners. We did concerts in the murder areas. We did everything in all type of areas because we wanted to be able to be impactful to our community. At one time, our community, 13 murders happened. 13 folk got shot in cold blood, and it was something that was devastating to our community. And my brother said, "Joshua, I know you starting your group up." He said, "Let's hit the streets." We hit the and I was like, "Wow!" I was like, let's do it, because I'm sitting singing in front of all these in a funeral with nothing but a church crowd of young people crying and devastated the community. So we put together a concert. We didn't have no money. We didn't have anything. And the Lord told me, He said, "What I want you to do is I want you to go to every business in the community, and I want you to ask for $25. And I was like, "Okay." I did what God told me to do. I was like, "Okay, God, well, I'm working on a job. I'm working my mental health care field job with all the mental patients and everything. So I got to put my scrub on. I got to run out here before I go to work and do all these flyers and put all this stuff out." But I had a vision in mind. And this man called my wife and he said, "Miss Mcclain," he said, "I don't know who this guy is, but he has a vision." And he said that he asked for $25, but I would like to give him more than $25. This man had been in his business for almost 50 years, a car line, Canon dealership. So, we went down there and we sit there and talk. Me and my brother came up there, Elijah, because we all a musical family. And he said, "One thing I'm going to tell you all this right here." He said, "I don't go to church. I will never really go to church. But," he said, "when you get out here on the streets and you can do something for the community, I can bag you with it." And he told the secretary, "Write these guys out a $500 check." Cool. And just like that. He said, "How y'all going to do this concert?" I said, "We're going to do it in the area the street that everybody got murdered on." He said, "Wow, y'all got some faith to actually go back on that street and do a concert." I said, "Yes, that's what we want to do." And we took an 8-2 truck bed. It was like at 5 o'clock in the morning. I got to make y'all laugh about this. WABT News had called me and said, "Can you come on the news station? Come to the news station." I said, "Wow." I said, "I got to go here for work." I said, "You can't do this." I said, "Well, God, I never did it before, but I got to tell a story. I got to lie and not go to work." And so, I called this pastor. His name is Rev Montgomery out of Grenada, Mississippi. And it was like at 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning is very, very early, okay? That is very early. And I called him and I said, "Rev Montgomery," I said, "Well," he said, "What, son?" I said, "They have called us to the news station." And I said, "We need a van." I said, "I got 5, 6 people here with me. I got my wife, I got all these folks in the group, and we all are going to this thing this morning." And he said, "Well, he normally have to charge for the van." He said, "Well, the van is gassed up. Come get it." We went down to the news station. They actually interviewed us on TV about the thing was happening for the streets, a community concert we was doing. And not only that, but it kind of made me laugh a little bit, because the patient told my nurse, because when I called her and told her, I said that I couldn't come in because I was sick. the person said, Miss Cindy. She said, what? She said, Joshua is actually on TV singing. I was like, oh no. So all that happened and stuff, you all, I came back to work the next day. I was so just, she said, okay, I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm not going to take your time away. I'm not going to write you up. I know you're doing something positive. And with that concert, we packed out the actual street, packed out. The street had to be blocked off. We had so many people. We had so many people come to that concert. So many lives would change. Within a couple years ago, my pastor came here and started a ministry. And he actually started the ministry because I was with his ministry almost 14 years. He was Pastor Darnell Thompson. And we was giving out 20,000 pounds of food to the community every month. We was doing a lot of great stuff. And the Lord let him come to Jackson. And that was my move right there. I began to start coming. I was like, man. That's why I said, baby, I think we need to move to Jackson. She said, are you sure? I was like, we need to move to Jackson. And so we had called realtors. We was every Saturday we was going in homes praying, trying to find a house and all this kind of stuff. I put my house up for sale like 3 times to try to sell it. And it takes a lot of faith. Like I said, you got to have a vision, you know. And with the vision, it takes faith, okay? Because I put my house up for sale 3 times on the market. I went to a concert one night, and a guy told me from the TV, he said, why don't you go? I said, I'm trying to sell my house. I'm trying to move to Jackson. Do you know where I sell my house at? He said, go back to the same place that you went to and ask for this lady. I was like, wow. So he said, go back to the same place. And a lot of times we don't go at the same place. A lot of times we don't want to go back and repeat the same thing over because you're already knowing, you know, if I go back over here again, I got to see the same old person and all that. So I ended up going to that place that woman told me. We walked in that building. So she sat down with my wife. She said, to God be the glory. She had plaques all over the wall, all the house she had sold. She said, this house finna sell today. And it's just, I was like, I began to start praying. I was like, you know, wow. And this lady ended up coming to the house, and the woman came back out there. Everybody keep looking in the neighborhood like, this boy put the sign up 3 times trying to sell this house. But this lady came through, you all, and she had had a house in 25 years. She was a manager at McDonald's. She walked in the house, and I was reading Joel Osteen's book. And Joel Osteen said in his book, he said, there are certain things that attach to your home. And he said a person was trying to sell their home in his church, and he said they just put up like, like a sign, like a picture of Joel Osteen and his family. And the person came in the house, when they seen Joel Osteen on the actual picture on the wall, they sold the house. So when the woman came to my house, she was like, I've never seen cabinet like this before. She said, oh my God, black appliances, all this right here. She said, I want this house, just like that. The Lord made a way for us to close on that house. I came to Brandon. We came here for a short period of time. A man said at first his house was so high and expensive. He said, young man, he said, bring in your wife, your family, and everybody up today. So we came up that weekend. I mean, my girls was running through the house, and Dad, we love this house, and fireplace, and everything you think of. It's a nice home. And I didn't have the money to put down for the home. You know, and that's why I said it takes faith. And the man looked at me. He was like, young man, he said that I need a deposit back for this house. And I said, I don't have no money. I didn't say I have no money because, I was like, I have not because I asked not. And he said, hold your hands out. He held my hands out, and he put $100 in my hand and said, get back to me. And he said, the house is yours. He walked in the house. Hallelujah. Just like that. I mean, we closed out on the home, closed out on the house, and we got took all the money we had from the house we sold. We had put that on that house. It was a beautiful place. Even when I got here on the truck, somebody had called me, come to Jackson, come sing. And the guy was like, wow, he's moving here on a moving truck, and he's here tonight singing. But it was within 4 months, my online job fell me down. I was working for a company. It fell me down and ended up letting the house go. They kicked us out within 4 months. When they kicked us out within 4 months,